Acknowledging. Target destroyed.
Hey guys, STLYoungblood with you for a quick Star Citizen tip. The first couple rounds that I played on Vandal Swarm game mode, I couldn't get my damn missiles on my 300 to fire. Now, at first I thought, I saw them in the hangar, and I checked the keybinds to make sure I was doing the right thing, but to no avail. I couldn't get the things to work. So I chalked it up to it not being the 325 model, the one that you actually get to fly right now, until I decided to start playing some more and figured out I was probably doing something wrong. So I don't want you guys all to make the same mistakes that I did, so if you're looking for how to use the missiles, here you go. I was really expecting the missiles to lock on from further away than they did, and by the time I had really gotten into a range where they would actually have worked and locked on, I was already going all guns, basically using my wing-mounted and nose gun, and really just going balls to the wall with that. So I was in the heat of the moment, didn't even think to try it at a different range. Now, the key is to wait until you're close enough, then tap the button, and you're going to see 4 pieces of a red circle kind of surround your target to give you that visual aid. Basically letting you know you've got the lock, and then your ship's operating system is also going to tell you locked. From there, boom, you just hit the same button again, and I'm going to show you those buttons. It fires off a missile, and death rains upon your enemy. Beautiful. So, if you're not sure what button you should be using, it's going to depend a little bit on what peripherals you're using. So for example, if you're using the mouse and keyboard, you're going to want to use the middle mouse button. Tap the middle mouse button to get your lock, tap it again to fire your missile. On a 360 controller, I think this is probably going to be a pretty popular option for people. Probably second most common compared to mouse and keyboard. The Y button, the yellow button on the top front of the controller, is actually, again, lock. Hit it again after you get the lock to fire. X52, which includes the Pro, that's what I'm using. The B button on the front of the controller actually does the same thing, lock and then fire. For the X55, that's the Rhino. It's going to be on the joystick on the left-hand side of it, pretty much right to the left of that conical hat switch. And then finally, for the standard joystick, kind of like the Logitech Extreme 3D, probably one of the most common joysticks out there, it's going to be in the top of the stick, kind of in that southeast corner. So that's it. I mean, it's really pretty simple, but there's really not a lot of guidance out there at some point, so hopefully at least some of you found this helpful. Now, a couple things to point out before wrapping this up. You do have a limited number of missiles, and I believe that number is 4, at least on the 300 series. So I wouldn't suggest going around wasting them, knocking out the first 4 ships you see. I mean, hell, you can, but you're probably going to want to use them for the aces when they make their rounds in the elite, mode. 2, if you're using missiles exclusively, you're probably not going to be getting much better with the main weapons. I mean, you're welcome to do what you want, but I imagine lasers are going to end up being our bread and butter, and that's something I'm going to want to be good with. So I'm going to be practicing and making sure that I'm proficient with them, especially knowing that my ship has countermeasures for missiles. I assume yours is too. And then 3, the missiles do track extremely well. They turn on a dime, they follow fast targets. I've had somebody going at me head on, I shot the missile and it bent around my ship to get them. They're reliable, and that makes me think the only thing that's really going to stop them from landing is going to be you using a countermeasure, or if you're able to lead it into an obstacle. The AI hasn't been able to do that yet, as far as taking my missile into like an asteroid or something, so I'm not really sure, but I would assume that it is possible. So that's it. Hopefully this helped out, and I'll have a lot more helpful advice available soon, and I'll get it to you as soon as I possibly can. Thanks for watching, sub for more, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.